I'm Zach Barnes outside McLean Baseball Stadium. In February, that's right, the Michigan State Spartans are enjoying the 60-degree day by practicing outside before they head to North Carolina to take on UNC Greensboro this weekend. They're coming off a 4-game sweep last weekend against Abilene Christian in a series where they scored 19 and 14 runs respectively. A lot of that due to new and old. The old being Dan Durkin, the senior, knocking in 11 RBIs. That is just over a third of what he knocked in last year, 32. An incredible weekend from him. And then Danny Gleaves, the freshman, batting over 500, hitting in the leadoff spot, making his presence known right away.
And Dan's a talented kid. To say we expected that out of him would be ludicrous. It's you can't expect that out of anybody. But when those guys are dialed in and comfortable, we can be really, really good offensively.
3 of Marty Bechina's 6 hits over the weekend were home runs. A little bit of a surprise as he wasn't exactly recruited as a power hitter. And even though Bechina was one of the biggest freshman standouts last year, it was the start he wanted to get off to.
Once I got here, I started to get a little more power. I don't know what it necessarily was, but I guess kind of getting a feel for it. And yeah, I was never really a big home run hitter, so it's kind of new to me too. I thought I underachieved a lot last year and a lot of inconsistency, so that was a focus going into the summer and then again coming here in the fall. And it's nice to get out to a good start, but I got to continue to do that.
Don't expect this series to be the norm for the Spartans. You could never expect what Durkin did to be regular. On top of that, guys like Matt Byers, who was battling illness, will look to bounce back as well. And as for pitching, who let up 7 runs in 2 different games, look for them to get better as well because this team will lean on its pitching staff and its deep bullpen. Andrew Gonzalez moving into that bullpen, and Mason Erla, the freshman, who got bounced around a little but did hold his composure, will be the number 3 starter this weekend. Landon and Troop will stay in the 1 and 2 spots.
They were a super aggressive hitting team, so we need to expand the zone a little bit better with 2 strikes, maybe make better put-away pitches, getting ahead in the count, maybe not be so predictable with where we're going with it. So. And
for us as a staff, it's going to be managing our bullpen, which is deeper than we've ever been. We threw 12 guys last weekend, and we've never had, there have been years where we've thrown 12 guys the entire year. And so to do that in the first 4 games is a luxury that we're going to have, which means we're going to have to manage it a little bit differently.
Boss believes the pitching numbers shouldn't be looked at too closely as the defense wasn't as much help as they should have been, a point they emphasized in the preseason.
Some of those numbers may be deceiving. We didn't play well defensively, which was very disappointing as far as I was concerned.
A lot of the routine plays that we should be making that we've had a couple errors on, and when we have a staff like we do, we just got to back them up and do anything we can to help them out.
Going forward into the next series, both Bechina and Coach Boss will look for the bats to be more consistent. Now, don't expect 19 runs every single game, but they'll look to avoid what happened last year where the bats would just fall silent some games. So if they continue getting a rhythm, they'll be a much better team.
So the challenge for us, we know what we're capable of. The challenge for us now is to stay consistent. That was a bit of a problem toward the middle to the end of last year was our consistency at the plate. And so, we know what we're capable of. We just need to sustain it.
MSU will continue to try to break the stereotype against Northern ball clubs against UNC Greensboro this weekend.
UNC Greensboro is a really, really solid team. They played South Carolina really tough last weekend, so they're going to be a good measuring stick for us and keep getting down south, playing better and better competition and seeing how we stack up.
Well, they do a lot of things very well. They pitch very well. They've got an offense that was one of the tops in the country last year, and bringing just about everybody back off of that offense. So it's a team that is capable of hurting you in a lot of different ways. So we're going to have to take care of our business. We're going to have to, again, make the routine play and just execute, and hopefully we'll be okay.
The Spartans kick off their weekend series 4 p.m. Friday